Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about two concepts about price of an asset class in future relative to its price today. And these two concepts are contango and backwardation. So yeah, let's get started. What is contango? Contango is a scenario where current price of an asset class is lower than its price in future, and this can be represented using a graph where left hand axis is representing price of an asset and right hand axis is representing time. And as you can see from this graph, the price in future is increasing relative to time. So as the time passes, the price is higher and higher. The curve doesn't have to be like this. Curve can be a linear increase as well. So with time, price can be linearly increasing like this, or it could be an exponential curve. Increasing price relatively slower, and then very quickly higher. So first question that comes to mind is, when does this happen? When is the prices lower today versus the prices in future? And answer is, in a normal functioning market, this is how every asset class should behave. So every asset that you see in the market, anything, any product, any even in crops, commodities, everything should be in contango. And why is that? It's because there is lot of certainty around availability of a product in near future, or in very short amount of time from now versus much farther in future. And as the demand and supply is known for near future, because of the products, how this product is being made, whether raw material is going to be available for it to be made, what will be the prices of those raw materials, so end product can be manufactured at the committed price, whether raw material is on the ships for it to be available in the manufacturing plant to make it, or the crops, no damage to them because of heavy rain or hail, or because of some sort of disease or locust. All those things are very known and certain in near terms versus as you go much further in future. And this certainty defines the prices to be lower, because demand is being met by the supply, or supply is higher and demand is less, versus as you go in future, all these unknowns puts a big question mark around the supply, and that's why there is a premium on the prices in future. So that's why prices are higher, there is extra premium associated with them, and everything's runs in contango. So hopefully that should make contango very clear. Every asset class should be in contango in a normal functioning market. Now the next one is backwardation. Backwardation happens when the current price of an asset is higher than the price in future. So the obvious question that comes to mind is, when does this happen? Well, it happens when there is scarcity of the product in near future or now versus much further in future. uh, be, and this happens when there is some sort of an anomaly in the market which has caused shortage of that asset in near terms. Again, taking the same example as Contango, let's say a plant manufactures certain product or a widget, and there is a failure in machinery that helps make that product. Now, because of that machinery failure, you know, not enough of that product will be available, because whatever has been made or whatever has been in storage or inventory is the only product that can be sold in the market. And if that is not enough to meet the demand, of course prices will be much go immediately go higher. And and as that machinery or the faulty part gets fixed, maybe month or 2 months down the line, then more product will start flowing into the market, prices again will go down. So if you have to judge today what will be the price of that product 2 months down the line, because you are aware that yes, the machine is faulty, but we can get the faulty part or fix it in-house in a month or two, that the future prices of that product will be much lower. And that is exactly what is represented using this graph here. So you can see Contango, the curve is on the upside, whereas the backwardation case, the curve is on the downside. So in future, the prices are much lower relative to what they are now. And that's what happens in a anomaly sort of situation or abnormal market situation. And it is definitely not something that should happen in a normal functioning market. And expanding on that same example, once the machine gets fixed, the product starts flowing in the market, and it's able to meet the demand, then prices will go lower because there is more supply and the demand is low, and things will again be from that point onward back into Contango. So hopefully that should explain both Contango and backwardation clearly. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to make a video on, please request them in the comment section. And hopefully if I have time, I will clarify, and I'll make videos on those specific queries and questions. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.